Hi, and welcome back. I'm doing this particular upload as a special request from one of my commenters. I don't remember exactly what her um, screen name was, so to speak, but the request that I was asked if, since I took off the weight and everything, if I would be willing to share any of my low carb recipes. Well, I don't really have it's not really so much low carb recipes as it is the way the food is prepared. To give you an example, like at breakfast, I'm very big on eggs. That's pretty much as low carb as you can go. Omelets. You don't have to do an omelet, but omelets of all the eggs or the style of egg that you can make, an omelet is always going to be my number one. So let's start with that. An omelet, break two eggs, beat it up, add a little milk, half and half. That'll just make it slightly richer, make your eggs fluffier. You season it. I like to use Parmesan cheese in it. And once you're cooking it, you can add whatever you want. You can put onions, mushrooms, meat, beef, um, peppers, veggie omelet. I mean, the sky's the limit. I've done pepperoni omelets with mozzarella, provolone. I've done Genoa salami, which is what I prefer. I don't. I'll eat hard salami, but to me, Genoa salami tends to have a little more flavor. It always has. Um, that's one way of the low carb. The other one, another one that I did was I ate a lot of salad. The lettuce, the cheese. Um, One thing I do like to use in a salad, I'll go ahead and mention, is I do like the canned chicken breast. You just open it, drain it, add it to your salad. Of course, I would use like vinaigrette or oil and vinegar, to cut down on the calories. Would help. I also um, There's something else that I like to use in a salad as well. I like to use artichoke hearts. I don't know how many of my subscribers out there like artichoke hearts. All I know is I do like that vinegary slight taste that it gives, so I do use that. Um, let's see, low carb. Like I said, it's mostly the way the food is prepared, not so much, different, you know, extraordinary foods. It really wasn't. Um, Fish, uh, baked fish is good. I also like doing fish in the skillet. You saute it and I would do it with lemon juice, lemon pepper. I'd put a little bit of olive oil down when I go to cook it. Two of my favorite fish, flounder and cod. So that's another thing. Vegetables, absolutely. I have a little trick when it comes to broccoli, and it has a nice flavor. I'm going to pass it along to you. When you go to cook your broccoli, you take it out, you put it in your bowl, combine olive oil with combine it with butter. So that gives you the best of both. If you've never tried it, I highly urge you give it a try. I think you'll really like it. Um, let's see. Of course, I would have steak. I would do chicken. But do keep in mind one thing different from then versus now, this was back in like the middle late 2000s, like 2005, 6, 7, 8, that period, 9. Well, now I have an air fryer. So a lot of your fat and a lot of the things that you cook will actually be prepared better than if you do it in a skillet. I have done fish in the air fryer, it comes out fabulous. But again, it's not the way that I lost weight. Yes, I cut out the sodas altogether. I just drink seltzer water, bottled water, tea, juices, milk, everything else, but I don't drink anything soda. And that was one of the biggest things that helped me take off the weight. Um, but my lunch and my dinner would usually consist of an entree. I usually did beef, chicken, turkey, fish, two vegetables. You can have a carb or a starch. Example, mashed potatoes or a side of rice. Um, then, even now, I like having pasta on a Sunday. That's my heritage, Sicily. Every Sunday, you have spaghetti or pasta or whatever of any type that you want. Um, and that's how I wound up losing the weight. So, mainly, what this particular upload is about is change the way you prepare your food. That is also a helping hand. And I lost the weight. I was taken off, as I mentioned in one of the older videos or the other video that I put up. I was taken off 3 to 4 pounds a week. Then I hit a plateau. Then I would sit there for about 2 weeks, thought I was going to give up, didn't give up, glad I didn't give up. Then I continued on, and then I was losing 2 to 3 again. And I'm glad my body did that because that was an adjustment. Um, so that gives you some ideas. Um, Olive oil is very good. If you're using vegetable oil to cook with, I do make one recommendation, maybe modify it and go to canola. Canola to me is a cleaner oil. The food tastes better, you know. But the biggest thing, as I mentioned a couple minutes back, it is the way the food is prepared, the biggest thing. And it's not any specific fancy schmancy little, it's just our regular everyday, you know, entrees and vegetables and things we would eat, pretty much on a daily basis. And I just lost the weight. But people need to be careful with low carbing. And I must emphasize on this, and I had this happen to me back in November of 2019. It wasn't a bad one, but it was enough of one, and I never want to go through that again. Be careful with low carbing. It can contribute to a kidney stone. So, you got to find that certain middle where you're not too low carbing it because you do need your carb intake in there as well. So, anyway, hopefully that gives you some idea of where to go with your meals. And that's how I lost the weight. Um, I hope all of you have a great rest of your day and be on the lookout for an upload from me on Thursday at 4 o'clock. I will see you then. Take care. Bye.